Previously on Dynastangy.
Week 0 is the best week. We got your boy, Mattyice. You can't lose your first round draft pick. Got the best running back, Najee Harris.
Hi guys, Dr. Morris, Fantasy Doctor. So yesterday we saw that Najee Harris suffered a foot injury and we saw him hobbling.
You can't lose your first round draft pick. These beers are needed. My draft grade, A+. Max, your draft grade, F. Bust. You suck. So Max, suck my dick. You just suck. Donnie, you chose a wedding over the draft. You pussy. Scott, you lost to a 15-year-old in tennis. You suck. These names, dude. Andy, your name sucks balls, dude. Icebox 31. Scott, change your name. We've been over this 1,000 times, brother. You ain't gonna win in this league unless you change your name, brother. Change that name, bruh. Too many Packers on your team. J-Baby, I think it's gonna bite you in the butt week 1. Casey, I'm gonna go with you. I think your team sucks so bad that it's actually gonna be decent. So, all in all, I'd say absolute dub. Dynastangy, let's ride. Dynastangy, let's ride. Let's ride. Dynastangy, Dynastangy, let's ride. All right, that's enough.
Taking battle stations, I ain't on vacation. I'm just glowing up, living out aspirations. I beat the expectations and change the generations. And I'm still jumping fences, and you're just imitations. They're all in second places, but I don't live for praises. I play this life like a game, live on the stages. Let me paraphrases, then do a couple pages. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Let me introduce you to a brand new thing. No one gotta prove to. You're looking at the king. This life may choose you, so raise your wings. Watch this, watch this, watch this. This is a brand new thing. They've been calling me mad for 20 years, but it takes a little crazy when you face them.
What's up, boys? Dynastangy, let's ride. Episode 1, Season 2, let's get it. Right off the bat, let's talk a little news and notes right now. Let's just go pour one out for Ben Siskey right now. Rest in peace, brother. You lost your boy, Dak Prescott, real tough. The guy's looking like he's kind of a little injury prone at this point. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's playing any fucking seasons anymore. We'll get to the IR spot later in the episode because I know it's a little bit of a point of contention. Don't you worry. Tangy boys are on it. Next up, I was wrong. I was fucking wrong, boys. AJ Brown's fucking good. He is very fucking good. At the end of the day, here's the thing. AJ Brown, he absolutely balled out. Him and Jalen Hurts were getting breakfast together, getting massages. Not Deshaun Watson style massages, but they were getting massages. So shout out AJ Brown, James, great draft pick. Donnie, I know we talked about grading your draft, and I'm just we're gonna talk about your team and your overall draft later in a new segment that we're going to be doing here. Pour one out for the boy Andy. He lost his 5th or 4th round draft pick, Elijah Mitchell. I can't remember exactly when he drafted him, but he's out for 8 weeks is what it sounds like, and that's tough. And now all we got to see is how much is Jeff Wilson going to go for, boys. I don't know because we record this on Tuesday, but if I'm going to make a bet on what Jeff Wilson goes for, it's over $50 because our league's fucking nuts. Jeff Wilson blows, but I'm still going to be putting a bid on. Next up, Dynastangy. We didn't ride last week. We didn't make any trades, you fucking pussies. I threw a couple in. Casey refused to make the trade, so he's just going to fucking sit on Cam Akers like a total punk. Fuck that shit. And you had your chance, Casey. Sorry about that, bro. And finally, I was right. You all saw it coming. Last week, I said, Casey, your running backs, they blow cock. And well, guess what? They do blow cock. Travis Etienne isn't that bad. He actually looked pretty good. Here's the problem. Tony Pollard looked pretty good too. Sometimes you can look pretty good and not be fantasy relevant. And with Cam Akers getting 0 points on the first week, I don't know what to say, brother. I mean, someone should do a wellness check on Caitlin, because if I had Cam Akers, I would have definitely beat Casey. I would have punched her right in the mouth. And we'll be back from a word from our new sponsor, Dick's Fantasy. Shout out Dick's. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast. Dynastangy, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Do you have holes to fill in your roster? Let me fill them up for you. I'm gonna fill your holes. I'm Dick from Dick's Fantasy. Let me fill your holes. Get your fill of Dick every day of the week. Monday, Dick. Tuesday, Dick. Wednesday, Dick. Oh my God, Dick every day. Even your mom loves Dick. Don't tell her I said that. Those Sunday Home Depot runs your dad makes, he's getting Dick in the car. Nice. Very nice. Get the Dick. Penetrate your league with juicy, absolutely filling sports news. Penetrate your league mates with juicy Dick. I find all the sleepers. Get Dick in the couch. Get Dick in the bedroom. Shoot, even invite your girl to join. The more the merrier. 2 is better than 1. You can get it anywhere you want. Massive, huge, girthy advice. Fantasy advice. Little disregard for your league mate. Dick's Fantasy Advice. Dominate your league with Dick.
Please remember that past performance may not be indicative of future results. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and there can be no assurance that future performance of any specific investment strategy, or product made, referred to directly or indirectly in this podcast will be profitable.
What will the final scores be? Into the future he tries to see, but who will know if he's wrong or right? Predictions with Mattyice.
Ooh la la is right. And you know what is not ooh la la? My predictions record, 33%. What I got right, I got Ben's game right. I bet on my boy, my roommate, best friend, A+ draft, Ben. I also bet on James to win over Ryan because he didn't make the draft. And I was right about that too. And honestly, I should have gotten it my game versus Max right, but I got DP'd by Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Patrick Mahomes, who came out with a revenge game because everyone was talking shit. I should have known. I was right about Casey's team sucking, but I still bet on him because I thought his team was so bad he might win. That was a disaster. Should have went with my gut on that one. So let's get into it. I'm going to trade this football for a gun. Pow! Got the gun. Nice. All right. Let's get into today's matchups. Right off the bat, we have Von Stroigen versus J. Bay. And let me just tell you what. Last week, James's team went off partly due to his defense and also due to A.J. Brown having a game of his life. And honestly, I just don't think that that's going to repeat twice. J. Bay, on the other hand, has a lot of Packers. Robert Tonyan being one. And I think he's going to have a good game next week. I really do. Unless it rains, which it might. Obviously, we don't have a forecast here. That'd be nice. Let me think here. I'm going to go with the odds here. I'm going to go J. Bay getting his first win on the year. The rookie, the fresh meat, even though he's at my number 1 on my hate list, I'm still going to give him the dub. James, obviously, I'm sorry here. I don't want to say you're going to lose, but you lose. Pow. Oh, me versus the Commish, the dirty, rotten, filthy Commish. This guy is up his ass in lawsuits. This guy is so far deep. You know it. I know it. He's taking bribes. He's taking money. I barely scored more points than him last week, and I felt like my team kind of overall underperformed. So I'm going to give it to me, Mattyice, for the dub. And this one's for the whole fucking Dynastangy crew who just wants to say fuck the commish. Fuck the commish, bro. We got LF Trades versus the two-time. That old rapscallion Max, the two-timer. You know, he really did give it to me last week. Top points scored last week. I went against, of course, the best team in the league. Had we had a median, I would have gotten a win. Let's not rehash that. Versus LF Trades, the running back room is a disaster. The wide receiving core is great. Quarterback, I don't know who he has. James, stat check. Thanks for the stat check, James. He's got Kyler Murray. They're going against the Raiders. Raiders defense seems okay. Kyler Murray probably put up decent points, though I do think it's double XP weekend in Call of Duty, so that could play a role on Kyler's point total. I'm going two-time here. I'm going two-time to get the dub. F-grade draft, but decent team. Casey, you're going 0-2, bud. I hate to say it. Caitlin, if you need help, just call us, all right? If he loses 2 in a row, it's not good. Ooh, okay, here we go. Matchup 4. It's the naming rights game of the year. Eric versus Eric. What's it going to be? C or is it going to be a K? Now, obviously, I've known the K for longer, but I do like C's chances of a bounce back from the old Derrick Henry. But we did some investigating on this one, and we just realized Eric Pakila's name has 3 Ks. You know what else has 3 Ks? The Ku Klux Klan. And I don't vote for racists, and I don't cheer for racists. So, Eric Pakila, until you get that fucking shit straightened up, I think you got to change your name to ERIC so you don't have 3 Ks in your name, so you're no longer a racist. That should bring up the good juju, and you'll be killing it this year. So, I do have to go with Eric Hansen. Now, this is my second time voting for Eric Hansen to win a game. Eric, if you lose this game again, I'll never fucking vote for your team again. You're like the fucking Cowboys, dude. They never cover. Fuck you, Eric Pakila. These fucking names, dude. I can't even pronounce your name, Andy, so you're just Andy from now on until you change it to something sort of reasonable. Versus Team Icebox 31. And let me tell you what. I'm not going to shout your name this week. I said last week, if you don't change your name, you ain't going to win. But I'm not going to say anything about how fucking shitty your name is. I'm not going to make fun of the fact that you never win the bags tournament that you show off at your house every single year. Okay, so this game is coming down to a few players. Last week, Icebox, you had Antonio Gibson go off for you, and you definitely had old Justin Jefferson, possible MVP candidate this year, go off for you really big against, the Packers defense. Andy, on the other hand, kind of a rough game for Russell Wilson. I like a bounce back week 2. Cortland Sutton, I think, also has a bounce back. Not that he did that bad, but I think he has the breakout game this week. And, you have Zeke and Eckler. With Cooper Rush out, or with Cooper Rush in, I think Zeke maybe sees a little bit more value. I actually don't have a problem with these two matchups right here. I don't know. I mean, Scott, you are favored. I think you do slightly have a better team. But at the same time, it kind of feels like this is your year, Scott. I hate to say it. Andy, I'm sorry, dude. But Scott's team, I think he's got Judy on the team, dude. And if he goes off, obviously Russell Wilson goes off too. Yeah, I'm giving it to Scott. Andy. I'm sorry. I know me and you were best friends, but I got to keep it real on this podcast. Keep it real, G. So, Andy, I don't know how to say your name. Eat my dick. Last matchup 6, Riptail. The fuck? Safety was on. Versus Ben. Best friend, roommate, tenant, A+ drafter. Possibly not A+ trader. We'll see how Pitts does. All right. This one is pretty easy. Riptail, 0-1. Beach Clancy, 1-0. Statistically speaking, it doesn't matter what their records are. Or does it? I don't know. I'm not a math guy. Math aside, this is all feel picks, baby. I'm a feel handicapper. I think Waddle has a pretty good game. I like Ben going 2-0 this week. Shout out Ben, Donny. I'm sorry, brother. I don't want you to go 0-2. You just went through 2 years of tanking. I want you to be competitive this year. But I mean, I'm doing this for you, Donny. I'm 33%. If I vote for Ben, there's a good chance you're going to win. So go fuck yourself, and you're welcome. This was the standings, and we have no other things to talk about. So 33%, not 0%. That's a win in my book. Cheers, vape. Peace.
This is a certified hood classic.
Hey, yo, Matt.
Yo, what's good?
I don't think they know where they stand,
Yeah, well, fuck them.
but they about to know.
Okay.
Dynastangy, where you at?
Uh-huh.
Atlanta, Appleton,
Lego.
or wherever the hell else you're from. Dynastangy gang. Shit,
Let's go.
Here come the motherfucking rankings. Y'all scrubs appear to be tanking.
Tank?
He got mad stacks of stats to make sure he's only spewing dope facts.
Dope
Some
facts.
of y'all ain't gonna like it,
Fuck
but
'em.
there's no bribe money in his pocket.
Nice.
Providing the league with a service worth thanking. Fuck, it's homie Mattyice with the power rankings.
I love rankings. I love rankings. I love rankings. I love rankings. Totally unbiased rankings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. New segment this year, power rankings. It's kind of like standings, which, I mean, honestly, you guys all kind of know the standings. Power rankings, this is like the ESPN power rankings, the NFL power rankings. I mean, these are the really good teams. You feel me, dog? Let's start. In last place, the worst team in the league. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm giving last place to Andy, rank 12. With Elijah Mitchell out, your flex position's in a little bit of a conundrum. I don't think you have the best quarterback. I think your running back room's decent. Wide receivers, honestly, Sutton, pretty good. But to me, it kind of feels like this year you don't have anyone elite. You don't have that real game wrecker winner. I mean, Austin Eckler is good, definitely good. But I just don't think he's necessarily going to be the same player he was last year. And for those reasons, until you get Elijah Mitchell back and you know, you'd be flexing like Zeke or something like that, I think you're sort of last place. But it's only because of injuries. I think if you had Elijah Mitchell, you'd be more in the middle of the pack. In 11th place, this bud, this guy, he bleeds green and gold. He's got them all. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Team JJ Bay 1001, hate list 1. And let me just say, this team, pretty booty. Not a great quarterback. Running backs, okay. Gabe Davis, I think he flashed last week. I don't know if he's necessarily going to be insane. And look, JJ Bay, you have Cooper Kupp, and he's obviously really fucking good. So don't think that core, that middle part of the team is going to be stable enough for you. I think you're going to be losing a couple too many games. For those reasons, I got you ranked at 11, but let me just tell you what. You're still Green Bay's sweetheart, and I love you. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Rank 10. This one is going to go to somebody that I just voted to win. But that was only for racist reasons. This is going to Eric Hansen. Eric Hansen, let me just say, you're a good dude. You got Justin Herbert. He's pretty good. Derrick Henry could be the fall off for him this year. His backup looked pretty fucking good. Was on the field, caught a lot of balls. Derrick Henry's 1 year older. I think this is the year Derrick Henry is a good running back, not great. I'm sorry. For right now, you're ranked 10. Rank 9. This one's between two teams that I think are both pretty solid. But for rank 9, I'm going LF Trades. I'm going LF Trades because of the running back room. It's just inconsistent. I think you're going to have too many. You got to have good players in every position. You don't have to have great players. But I don't necessarily know that Cam Akers every week is going to be a good player. And that's kind of unfortunate. I think Travis Etienne every week He might be one of those guys, kind of like a Devin Singletary. He might throw you a couple pretty gnarly stinkers. And if that's your RB2, it's kind of in a rough spot. And that's tough. We got rank 8. And let me just say, this guy, he's a racist son of a bitch. He's got 3 Ks in his name. His name is Eric Pekila. The reason you're in 8th place in the power rankings is purely because of Mark Andrews. I love Tom Brady. I love Christian McCaffrey. I mean, Deebo Samuel, absolute stud. I mean, you have really good players in your teams. The problem, though, is when you use a 2nd-round draft pick, a 3rd-round draft pick on a guy like Mark Andrews, he has to perform every week like Travis Kelce. And clearly, he's not the kind of guy who's going to go out every single week and score you 15 points. So for those reasons, I think you're 8th place. Tons of room to go up. Tons of room to go up. 7th place, 7th place, 7th place, 7th place. This was tough. We got to go with the dead dog, Ryan Doney. 7th place, Ryan Doney. Now look, Doney. Joe Burrow. He's pretty good. He's right. Pretty good. Dalvin Cook, pretty good. James Conner, I'm a fan. CeeDee Lamb. Terry McLaurin. Devonta Smith, Dalton Schultz. Here's the reason why I have you in 7th place. I don't think CeeDee Lamb or Dalton Schultz is going to be a great start every single week anymore. For the next 8 weeks, you're looking at some possible real mediocre Dallas play. And when you add in Devonta Smith, who's basically after week 1, kind of a nothing on that offense between Jalen Hurts, the running game, and A.J. Brown. I mean, and you're so deep at running back. You're so deep at running back, but you're just not at wide receiver. So until I see you make some roster moves, maybe clear up some space, upgrade a wide receiver spot, I can't put you higher than 7, but I think you have a good base on your team. 7th place. I'm sorry, Doney. It's almost halfway up the league. 6th place. We got Jay Frey. We got James Freilich. He's got a solid team. Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen. He's looking at a solid 40 to 50 point floor every single week. I love that. Absolutely love that for him. What I don't like, Dameon Pierce starting. Allen Robinson should be decent, but if week 1 was any indicator of his value, Juju Smith-Schuster, too many cooks in the kitchen. You got to start a Patriots running back and that 3-headed monster. That fucking sucks. So for now, you're ranked 6. Rank 5, easy pick. It's the Commish, the dirty fucking Commish. It's a good team. It's a good team on paper. You look at his team. Holy shit, Michael Thomas. Holy shit, Alvin Kamara. Holy shit, Barkley. This is a what have you done for me lately league. And Barkley had a great game. He really did. What has Trey Lance done? Justin Fields played better than him. Hate to see it. Michael Thomas. It's a good game. Really good game. Solid defense. Christian Kirk looks like he's going to be the wide receiver 1 on that team. Clearly, good game. But let's just be honest. You got carried by 2 players last week. You got carried by defense. You got carried by Saquon Barkley. And somehow, Michael Thomas. Do I think those players are going to go that high every single week? No. I think your team's above average. It's good. But I just don't think Saquon Barkley is going to last this year. He hasn't shown that he can play a whole season in a while. But he's good. He's good when he's good. Overall, great team. But I think it's a team that looks really good like 3 years ago. So we'll see if it pans out for this year. Coming in 4. It's exactly who you think it is. It's your boy, Icebox 31. Look, here's the deal. Leonard Fournette, Antonio Gibson, Lamar Jackson, Jerry Jeudy, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, Zach Ertz, Tony Pollard. It's a good team. What do you want me to tell you? Did Justin Jefferson have the game of his year last week? Yeah, he did. Did Lamar Jackson have a pretty average game? Yeah. Leonard Fournette? pretty good. Antonio Gibson, probably not the whole year. Tony Pollard, you're a little too high on Tony Pollard. Might be smoking that you're just smoking something. Tony Pollard's decent. Zeke is better. He's clearly better in every way, shape, or form. Except for Tony Pollard's a little younger. And Mike McCarthy blows. And for those reasons, I'm throwing you at rank 4. Congratulations. Rank 3. Clearly, you guys know what's coming. He's the devil in this league. Cluzy. Cluzy, rank 3. F grade draft. Drafted 2 quarterbacks. Auto-drafted 1 spot. Pretty disgusting. Here's the deal. Aaron Jones, down game last week. He should have had more points. Honestly. Clearly, you should have scored more points. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 2 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes threw 5. Probably even rushed 1 in for all I know. The dude had an outrageous game. Do I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have that type of game every single week and Clyde Edwards-Helaire having over 20 points? I do. I actually do. I think he's really fucking good, and I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think this is a year for him. I think it showed that they're going to use him differently this year. Look, here's the deal. Here's the downfall on your team. Adam Thielen, Chase Claypool. It's just not a great wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. We'll see. But Miles Sanders is very good. Aaron Jones, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a good team. I think your floor is 100 points every week, just through 5 players alone. So for those reasons, I got you in at 3rd. When George Kittle comes back, I think you're going to be a pretty solid team. In 2nd place, White Birch. He lives there, and he's the owner of a Nissan. Great car. Ben Siskey. What's up, bruh? What's up, bruh? Top 2, same house. Let's go. Power rankings. Dynastangy. Great team. I mean, what can you tell me? DeAndre Swift is a stud. Mixon is a stud. Amon St. Brown is a stud. Jalen Waddle is a stud. Fucking Pittman is a stud. David Montgomery, I don't know. So, congrats on 2nd place. 1st place, baby. Y'all saw it coming. I'm the best team in the league. Oh my God, it feels good. I drafted great. Najee Harris is coming back soon. Jalen Hurts is still, in my opinion, he's a top 5 quarterback. AJ Dillon is a fucking stud. He is going to be he's going to get drafted in the 2nd round next year. I got 2 round 2 and round 1 running backs. I got Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, DK. DK is the one downside. I think last night against Patrick Surtain, best cornerback in the league, he played pretty well, minus the fumble. Geno Smith's first game. I fucking love DK. Now look, here's my downside. I do not have a great bench right now. I'm a top-heavy team, but I think that my starters against anyone else's over the rest of the season, no injuries, I like my chances. So, I mean, easily, clearly, far and away, the best team in the league. And I lost last week because I had to play against Max, and everyone knows how that happens, right? It's bullshit. Kid's lucky as fuck. So, there's your power rankings, boys. Look here. The commissioner, he gets a bad rap. He's got a tough job. I've done that job before. But he's a total fucking piece of shit and a total pussy. All right, and let me just tell you what. You mark my words, that IR spot, bullshit. It's bullshit. Ben, I know you're listening right now. He's out for 8 weeks. Clearly an IR-worthy situation. You know, they won't put him on the IR, the pup, because it's better for their team not to do so. It's bullshit. It's honestly bullshit. The other thing too, he changed the tiebreaker rules to go alphabetical order. I saw it. We have the proof. I have it screenshotted. We'll put it right down here. He changed rules without telling us. I don't know how he did it, but he did. So clearly he's going to change his name to A something so that he gets the tiebreaker and gets into the playoffs. It's bullshit. It's honestly bullshit. Fuck the commish. Fuck the commish, baby. Fuck the commish. Fuck the commish. It's a good week, boys. It was a fun week. We're looking forward. We're looking onward. Thursday night football at Sean's house. Everyone's invited to come. Woo!